You think that being gay is okay? My man must really be reading the Queen James Bible. Yeah, no, not only is that just insulting to say to somebody, but you think you're pretty clever. No, I don't have to. Because King James was gay as fuck. Hyperventilating. What? King James, the Bible guy, was gay? Yeah, it's believed so let's explore why. His first male interest was actually his cousin, Esme Stewart. James was 14 and Esme was 37. Ew. Yeah, we, don't condone that. King James made Esme the Duke of Lennox. The royal court grew concerned with their relationship, writing that James and Esme were often seen in public, holding and kissing each other, as one does. So King James was often seen making out with his male cousin. Yeah, the court didn't like that much, so they kidnapped the Duke and sent him to live in exile and then put James in London. Oh, so like forbidden love. But this didn't stop them from writing love letters. In one letter, King James said to the Duke, he swore to God that his chest might be split open so that people could see what is engraven within. Graphic? No, what's graphic is that when the Duke died in France, he actually had his embalmed heart sent to James. Rumor has it there was nothing actually engraved on it, though. Let's get into the next gay affair of King James. Another? Yeah, there's a few. This one is with 17-year-old Robert Carr. James saw him injure his leg at the royal joust. So James just knew that he had to be the one to nurse this young man back to health. Romantic. And you know, knight him. He knighted him. Oh, but there was trouble in paradise. Trouble in paradise between King James and his male lover, Carr. Well, you see, Carr met a woman. Gross. Frances Howard. She was already married, so King James went ahead and tried to persuade the court and all the bishops in it to make sure that the previous marriage was annulled. Sketchy, but kinda cute. As a wedding gift, James made Carr the Earl of Somerset. King James soon began complaining that Robert was becoming a stranger to his bedchambers, despite the hundreds of requests that he had for him to come over. Later, James had Carr arrested, and Carr threatened him back, saying that he was going to air all of their affair secrets for the court, blackmailing him. But he never did. When it came to Carr, he was using his body for power, pretty much. Now we can discuss King James's favorite, George Villiers, who he made Duke of Buckingham. Let's read what King James addressed to the court about their relationship. If after this you don't think he's gay, I can't help you. You may be sure that I love the Earl of Buckingham more than anyone else here, and I wish to speak on my own behalf and not to have it thought as a defect. For Jesus Christ did the same thing, therefore I cannot be blamed. Christ had his John, and I have my George. King James was pretty clearly devoted to George, the Duke of Buckingham. And vice versa. Let's go over some love letters that they shared. George wrote to James, I naturally so love your person and adore all other parts which are more than a man ever had. I desire to only live in a world for your sake, and I would live and die a lover of you. And James said to Buckingham, I desire to only live in this world for your sake. I'd rather have lived banished in any part of the world with you than live a sorrowful widow's life without you. God bless you, my sweet child and wife, and grant that you may find comfort in your dear dad and husband. That's right, James referred to Buckingham as his child and wife, and in return, Buckingham called him his husband and daddy. King James said what about his male George Duke guy? Yeah, King James referred to his favorite, George of Buckingham, as his wife and child. So King James was daddy.